What's good, family? YouTube. It's your boy Z to the EO. Ride with your mans. I'm back behind the wheel. Speaking of behind the wheel, uh, we was having a conversation about these, what to do about these police officers nowadays. Like, that's serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of a little bit serious, more so than the little other stuff we be writing about, girls and all that, which is a fun subject. Everybody knows it's a fun subject. We gonna talk to my black fellas about what's going on with this police situation, man, and what you need to do about that, man, and how this really ain't a game out here. You know what I'm saying? It's really kind of serious. I know y'all already know. I don't have to tell y'all that, but it's definitely real, and it's gonna get even more crazy. For those of us out there who know, who familiar with the protocols of Zion, you know what I'm saying? Do I need to say any more for the people that know where I'm going with that? If you don't know what the protocols of Zion is, go look at that and then come back and then watch the video so you understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be some crazy shit gonna pop off in these streets, man, and that's for real. You know what I'm saying? Some of us out here get information that others don't get. You know, be it that we got somebody in the position that's in the position to tell us this, or be it that we flexing that wisdom muscle, like, and we starting to get that peak on it. You know what I'm saying? Flexing that wisdom muscle, so wisdom be dropping you notes in your inbox. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom is the woman that's gonna help us get through this. Y'all gonna hear me say that a lot. So learn that now. Wisdom is gonna be the woman that help us get through this. She's not a fleshly woman, but she was there when the world was created. She helped the Father create the world. But anyway, this is a spirit we're gonna have to tap into in these modern times that's coming. You know what I'm saying? Modern times now and the times that's coming, excuse me. Because it's getting ready to pop off. It's really getting ready to do it. You only really need to know one thing. We already know our dollar is losing value. So you understand what that means, just that right there. We don't got to talk about everything else in the media and how they influence. Look, we don't got to get into the whole 360. You know what I'm saying? 720, because it go all the way around and all the way back around. You know what I'm saying? So right now you are being occupied, with all your lust and entertainment. So this is why award shows is coming on. This is what music videos and stuff is about. It's about to waste time so that you don't get this knowledge. So you can't be living a day all day and you don't get, the knowledge that you need because you're wasting time on bullshit. You got to balance that shit. But I was just saying all that about wisdom, saying you have to get wisdom in order to be able to operate right in these last days when these police step it up a bit. So black men, all that walking down the street shit is over. It's over. It's going to have to get to the point where we're going to have to be on some kind of buddy system. You know what I'm saying? And just like the police is wearing body cams, we're going to have to start wearing body cams. I mean, like, seriously, this going to have to seriously be a part of your arsenal, like. Because if you don't, it's good. There's a lot of phones around here now, so a lot of stuff that's being recorded now that exonerated people, that would have looked a whole left had he not had that footage on his phone or somebody recorded it. It's a lot of that going on. So I'm saying that we got to minimize a lot of that walking around out here in the streets, a lot of that being out here late after dark. If you don't got your work uniform on or something like that, we got to kill that noise. If you're just running around with some Timbs and some jeans and a hoodie, fitting the description of everybody doing what they doing, you asking for what you asking for. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, to help our situation out, especially in the days to come, we got to minimize all that walking around late, all that standing outside, drinking and shit. Like, we got to kill that shit too. Even if you own your own property. People can call and say we are to disturb it, anything. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be indoors as much as possible. I'm not saying be a coward. I'm not saying be dumb. I'm saying be smart. That's what I'm saying. Because right now the law is not with you, it's against you. You know, it's been laws. It's been set up to put you in a situation so you can wind up in one of these private boys. You know what I'm saying? Get your paperwork on your car straight. Get your paperwork on your car straight. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, y'all know how we do, man. That insurance. You don't be wanting to get straight on that. They didn't clank down on that shit. Now, they don't even need to flick you to know if you got insurance. So now the whole flick is about to see if you gonna lie. That's what the whole flick about. It ain't about to see, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. They already know what's going on. When they pull you over, they already know if your insurance up to date. They already know what's going on. They know if you got warrants in another state. Another district. All the districts in that area pop up on that screen now. They got some new shit. You gotta know somebody to know that. You know what I'm saying? But they do got that shit. Y'all already know about the chips in the bridge. Y'all already know about that. Before you even get to the ambassador or anything like that. With the chip technology, the new enhanced, they already know your name. Might as well pull your ID out. They want to see if you gonna lie. They already ran you that chip. It's gonna get worse when they chip you up when you're gonna get into all that. But I'm just trying to give you some tips on how to stay out of trouble with these boys in this blue. Just understand some things. That's what you need to understand. Why you think they chose red and blue as the lights to flash? Are y'all scared of the police? No, I ain't scared of the police. Well, why your heart beat then when they pull you over? If you ain't scared of the police. This is what I'm talking about. This is set up. Why you think they call the boys in blue, but their outfits really black? How you know they changed all the police cars to black? Y'all notice that? Ain't no blue and whites, Harley. The blue and whites don't really do it. Them ain't the ones pull you over. The ones pull you over is all black. You don't know what they finna do. You know what I'm saying? And that's psychological. You gotta understand what's going on, man. This is why I'm trying to just throw some little, facts out. We got a move in Detroit, so you know how many times I got a heat pulled in my face and asked me if I want to die and all that shit by the police. This Detroit, nigga. This how this shit go down. You know what I'm saying? This how it go down. You know what I'm saying? I had one of the subscribers ask me why I be saying the N-word. The N-word. Like he didn't want to say it. My thing is this. If you're going to be biased towards one thing, be biased towards them all. Or if you're against towards one thing, be against all of them. So if you're not going to be against regular cuss words, be against all of them. Be against everything people say. You know. But like I said, this is another video, but to address that a little bit, the N-word go back deeper than what people think it do. The disciples was called nigger. Jesus was called nigger at that time. It's another word called negus, which is associated with nigger, which has been pronunciated up until now differently. You know how shit go when the languages get changed. This is my thing. The languages didn't get changed. Everybody know the languages got changed. You don't think it's gonna be some discrepancy with certain words with the languages getting changed? For my people that got intellectual knowledge, I ain't talking about everybody else that's just speculating. You know things gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying all that to say that the word don't mean what you think it means. And just to finish that point off, I want to say, what word used negative in history do we turn around and use it positively, or in a way that's jokingly? When somebody call you a derogatory term, that's the term stay derogatory. How is it that this word happens to bounce around from derogatory, and then now we're using it in a good way, and now we're using it to associate gender? Like, no, it was a female. Like, no, it was a sweaty ass nigga. That don't mean it was an African slave. That mean a man with hard legs. That's what that mean. Well, I'm just saying how to get off and all that. But be careful in these streets. You ride down in these streets. That tent, the tent in your car. That's another thing. Get up on that. The tent look good. Get the lightest tent you can get. You know what I'm saying? Don't get that dark tent in the front. In the front, I wouldn't suggest getting no tent on it. But if you got to get some, get the lightest shit you can get, so that you can at least be identified. That's what it's all about. They ride up and they can't see who you are. Their heart's gonna start beating and they're gonna pull you over and want to find out who you are and all that. Why you want to go through that? I don't know, because I know I don't want to go through that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why they riding around with the blue lights. That's why they riding around with all black. And they riding around just enriching their organization. So we gotta understand, when the police run up and hit a dope house, and take all their guns and all that money they hustle for, and all them drugs they smoke or whatever they done, all that goes to enrich their shit. So it's like, we busting you for this, for having this shit, but this same shit is gonna benefit us. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I mean, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That shit is gonna benefit them. You know what I'm saying? It said on the back of the car, purchased with drug forfeiture funds. Look at the back of the police car. It let you know we purchased this with the drug money we ran up in there and took. That them boys stood out there all night and made. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's right that what they out there doing. You know, the whole crack game was institutional. You know, not institutionalized, but instituted, just so that they can, you know, mess the game up. They wasn't anticipating niggas to make deals and sell it and all that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas took it and ran with it a whole other kind of way. But it was still bad for our community, man. It's bad for the whites too. There's some of the whites that can't get off that shit either, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe if you was born at a certain time, you tooted cocaine, man. If you was born in that Superfly era, you tooted cocaine. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You tooted cocaine. Superfly era and all that time, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, Black Bottom. Y'all motherfuckers tooted cocaine, man. I don't give a fuck what you say. That was just the thing to do. Like, just like in our generation, the kids had Kool-Aid in school. Motherfucker brought a big ass bag of Kool-Aid. Motherfucker put that shit in your hand and get some of that Kool-Aid. That shit good. Y'all remember that shit. Y'all remember that. But just like you taste the Kool-Aid, you would taste the other Kool-Aid. Like, nigga, put some of that shit on your wrist. Like, nigga, what you want me to do, nigga? All you gotta do is breathe, nigga. Just breathe in, sniff in. All you gotta do is sniff, nigga. I'm telling you. Next thing you know, bitches get naked and all this shit. Dude, the cocaine people know about it. So if you sex crazed and you start smoking cocaine, it's over. You really done. Now, if you was a nun and maybe you smoked the rock, then maybe you can get off that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you was like already a sex head already, and then you start smoking cocaine, you know what I'm saying? It's over for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what these police want too, though. They want that cocaine, baby. That's what they want. They want that shit. They be taking that shit home, man. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I was saying that to say that the police is kind of dirty. Think about it. If you run up in a drug house, y'all sees $1 million in cash, 3 or 4 keys, about 10 guns, 2 of them was collector's items you can't find. What you really think gonna get turned into the evidence bureau if they not wearing cameras? I think 100,000 might get turned in, if that. Almost none of the guns get turned in. Maybe a couple of them. Maybe they might turn in 2 or 3, and the dope won't get put right back on the streets. That's just what's going on, dude. Like, y'all can think that shit a joke if you want to. You think they actually wash dope down the drain? Are you fucking crazy? You think they about to wash a $24,000 key down the drain? Y'all niggas crazy if y'all believe that shit. You think that shit, you about to sit in the evidence locker room and rot too? Y'all motherfuckers crazy. Y'all watch too much Law and Order and CSI and all that other bullshit that they lying to y'all on. But that's what it is, though. This nigga pulling up banging. I'll holler at y'all niggas.